Hi everyone, in this video I'm doing a get ready with me, so follow me along as I get ready for church. However, this is like my everyday makeup routine when I have more than 5 minutes to get ready, but like less than half an hour for like getting ready, if that makes sense. So I'm starting off with some hyaluronic acid and this collagen moisturizer. The hyaluronic acid is from a brand called Three Ships, and the collagen moisturizer is from this brand called Elmis or Elmi. I don't know how it's pronounced, but here it is. Disclaimer, I did not know this moisturizer cost almost $200. I got this for free at an event I volunteered with. It's like a women's networking slash empowerment event. I volunteered and I got like this gift bag set, and this came with it. I don't know how lucky I got. I had no idea how expensive this was. So I'm not, it's up to you if you would like to buy it. I think it's an amazing product, and I'm going to be very, very mindful with how I use it from now often. But anyways, so this makeup routine is very simple. It's just like my little confident boosting makeup routine. However, I'm getting more confident not wearing makeup. So something that I am really insecure though about is my hyperpigmentation. Like on my neck I have like neck hairs and chin hairs I do pluck out routinely, and I don't know, I've just been not doing a good job removing the hairs that to the point where I have a lot of like dark spotting and scarring on my neck. And then on my face I have hyperpigmentation, and like I call it my bandana eyes because I like raccoon eyes because they're so dark around my eyes and my forehead. And from like watching people like Winnie Harlow, Jackie Aina, and a lot of like influencers or makeup artists that look like me, this gave me a lot of confidence to not be insecure or like embarrassed by my insecurities or by like these natural things that happen to my skin, but to embrace them and to love them and to also take care of my skin, and empower myself to feel healthy and not just give up on my skin because of natural things that happen to it. So I've been really confident nowadays embracing my like hyperpigmentation, not like embracing the fact that I have hyperpigmented skin, but just like wearing sunscreen and just letting my skin breathe here and there, and letting those hairs like grow, and then like waxing them or like razor microblading them like once a month to handle them. But anyways, so next I'm going in and I'm gelling my hair. As you can see, I tied my hair up and I'm using this Shine Jam gel, and I'm just slicking back my hairs that have came out of my braids, and then I'm going to lay it down in this really interesting way. I just take like this. I cannot find my actual satin headscarf that ties around my edges, so I'm using this like really extra long bonnet, folding it in so the satin part is just kind of covering the part where my edges are laid, then getting my like headband and putting that on top to secure it down. Then next I am using this foundation from L'Oreal Paris. It's the one I use all the time, the True Match Color Foundation, and it's like in a deeper shade, so it's like a cooler tone, and I feel like it does a good job at cooling and matching my undertones. And I will say the camera is doing my skin so much justice, but I do have hyperpigmentation. It's really there, and this foundation did a great job of covering it, but I guess my camera needs to either be cleaned because it's not really showing all the key details of my skin. But as you can see, this foundation just does a job. It's like a filter. It's insane. So next I'm going in with this e.l.f. liquid blush. It's in a very, I forgot the color, I know, I'm sorry, but I'll probably have it linked down below. But it's just for a follow along video, so it's nothing much for you to follow. Actually, if you want to look for good makeup routines, highly recommend you watch like Jackie Aina or Uchi Natori, all those kind of people. But I'm just taking some blush, liquid blush, and I'm putting it on my face and blending it in with this brush. Both the brush and the blush are from e.l.f., so I would assume it's quite friendly and quite accessible. I bought this at like my local drugstore, Shoppers Drug Mart, and then I got the brushes online about 10 years ago when I was in grade 10, which is not even 10 years ago. Oh my god, like 7 years ago. I have no idea, but that's crazy. And I love blush. I actually go back and put a whole lot more because I thought I kind of covered it all up with extra foundation, but I did think it was too pink, so I kind of did settle it down by just using my brush that wasn't clean as foundation and layering it on top. Moving on, my dear best friend gifted me this Dior Backstage palette. I literally screamed when I got it. As you can see, I kind of like tossed my Pixie one, which I still love and I'm so humbled by because it got me so far. It's still in my room. I didn't toss it out, but like I just put it aside just to show you that your girl has moved on. And I'm taking the palette and I'm like highlighting my skin. I will say I probably am not using it correctly, but I love the way it looks. So I'm taking it and I'm just highlighting my nose, and I'm using like the pinkish color because I feel like it will just go well with the blush. And I'm like kind of looking at it to see what I'm supposed to do with it. But yeah, I'm using my fingers and I'm just putting it on the tip of my nose to kind of give me that, I don't know, buttony nose look, if that makes sense. Then putting it on the bridge to, make my nose stick out in a cute way, but also to let that light shine and make my skin glow. Next, I'm using the Morphe 28 palette. I have no idea what it's called, but I'm using the 28 Wonders palette, and I'm just getting the color that's closest to my eyelid shade, and I'm just putting that on my eyelids to make it shimmer, and just so it looks cute. And I'm not sure if you guys go through this struggle, but my hands always get super dirty after wearing makeup. Like everything I touch turns brown, so I have to stop in halfway to put some hand sanitizer on so I don't get my cupboards all dirty. And after that, I'm just going in and doing my eyebrows. I put gel on the brush so my eyebrows can be laid down and they don't move throughout the day, because usually I'd like do my makeup and then 3 hours later my eyebrows look like crazy. Well, not really crazy, but they don't look as good as I want them to, okay? And I don't really have much eyebrows to begin with, so you can imagine my pain. Well, not really, but anyways. After that, I just get some setting spray to set my face so the makeup does not move and it lasts throughout the day. I put setting spray on my makeup before I do my eyes because, my goodness, there have been times when I put setting spray with mascara on, and then once I close my eyes for blink, all that mascara just runs down my face, or it all lands under my eyes, and it just looks like a mess that I cannot deal with. So we put the setting spray before we do our eyes just to prevent that. And moving on, I just fixed my hairline by just blending in the foundation where the headband was so it looks seamless and natural. And I'm taking out my hair. I'm doing this as a setting spray, I'm doing this now so the setting spray can dry, and also so I can see what hairstyle I should rock for the rest of the day. And yes, these braids do have to come out. However, I did these braids myself like I normally do, and they only lasted a month. Like usually they last for 2 months, but honestly, 3 weeks into June, these braids were looking really tattered. They were looking super tangled. They were super stressed out. My scalp was not having it. My hair just looks like a maze inside. It's crazy. So going in with some jewelry, I'm just doing my typical 3 earring set that I have from Every Jewels. And now that the setting spray has finally settled, I'm getting some eyelash primer and I'm putting that on my eyelashes. As someone who is getting into lashes and cosmetics, I just haven't found falsies or extensions that work for me. My good friend is a lash tech, and I usually just go for a classic lash just because I feel more comfortable with that, because I'm still trying to figure out what works best for me. But honestly, a whole lot of mascara and primer does the trick. So to get that kind of falsy or more volumizing lash look, I just get some primer and I put that all over my eyes, and then get my regular mascara and put that over my primer. And then obviously, like your girl does all the time, I get a little bit clumsy and make a mess with my mascara. So some of the mascara got onto my eyelids, so I just got some some eyeshadow, and just covered up the area that had some mascara. Then just because, the mascara could get clumpy, I'm just going in, brushing it out, putting more mascara on until it's nice and seamless. Then after that, it's time for lips. And I'm using Summer Fridays lip gloss. I got this for free for the Sephora birthday gift. Thing that they always do. And what a steal, because I love this lip gloss. I have misplaced it so many times. I can't even tell you where it is right now because I've been looking for it. I have no idea where I kept it. And I'm really sad because what a pretty lip gloss. It's just a simple, clear pink gloss. But, I mean, look how glossy that is. And, of course, your girl cannot get enough of her blush. I'm putting some more in. I love it. If my face has to look pink the entire day because I'm blind to blush, let it be. But just look how pretty that is. Are you kidding me? How cute. So that's the entire look all completed, and I'm ready to go. I love how I look. I feel super cute and super confident. So thank you so much for watching this video, and watch me take a bunch of photos for the thumbnail.